it's about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleashed and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman podcast. Stay tuned.
Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. I gotta turn up this function like I'm in the Lotus and punch it. All I'm gonna ask is stay in your lane and you won't be food for my lunch. I'm coming up out of the dungeon, cooking up plans to make something from nothing. And since I secured the bag, it's time to do math, so I'ma keep hustling. I thought I had lost my way or something. I am not feeling what they say is busting. They keep us trapping this way, disgusting. If you so happen to catch me flexing, I could be killing the stressful day for learning how to install some chromic crystals on the Escalade. Matching the arm that's on my sternum. I am for the sake of the people. Grabbing my Glock and pray to the Lord, cause not everybody tryna be peaceful. I still hope we set the stage for showing them how it's supposed to be, so those that's close to me won't have to ask, hey, what you got in that bag? Hey, just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Let me explain what I'm talking about. Had a joint called down about it. Letting these loud mouths know how to move without sound. Best if we don't even shout out. Midwest, east, west, down south, till we get even or even above. Till then we gon' opt out. Let's go and educate on the backside. Folk gotta act right and they won't backslide. Just put it together no matter the weather, my brother. So hey, if you dealing with vices in you and it's cutting you up like against you, put it on chill for real, or they gon' just use it against you. What you got in that bag? Quiet water.
All right, y'all, man. Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. I am one half of your host, Damo Unleashed. We are very happy to have you guys here. Before I introduce my partner in crime, if you guys are watching from any of the platforms, do us a favor, share the live right now. He and I, after I introduce him, are going to go through the platforms that we are broadcasting on. But at this moment, let me take the time to roll out the red carpet and introduce a good friend of mine who is like a brother. So the floor is now yours.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. Today is Tuesday, the best day of the week, because we are here to do this podcast. First of all, I got to tell everybody, God is good. He's been good to me for so long. I have no clue why. But everybody who was at No Limit Pro Sunday, I got to see a brand new No Limit Pro World Heavyweight Champion. So this is my fourth title this year. I want y'all to take a look at my fourth title this year. Don't forget, the other three are behind me. I don't know if can y'all see it? Can you see it, Damo? The other ones are behind me. So I won my fourth.
You got more gold than each other.
So again, don't forget, if I'm a 4-time current champion, so it's the Nashville Caveman podcast. This is why you should watch the podcast, because what other podcast you're going to watch where you have champions as your host? You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to Mike Cobb and Christy Cobb. Shouts out to everybody at No Limit Pro. We had an amazing show Sunday. Thanks to Yukon Jack, SWF, all those guys there, let us use the building. Tullahoma, thank y'all so much. So tonight, the D-Bling Radio Show will be brought to you by this Saturday. I'll be in Huntington, Tennessee. Me and my tag partner, the World Tag Team Champions, and we're going against Low Life Inc. So I will one of my 4 titles this Saturday, Huntington, Tennessee, Inhumane Championship Wrestling. I guess I have to carry T-Dog like I do every match that we have, you know what I'm saying? And we're going against a profound, prolific tag team that's a really good tag team, Low Life Inc. So we will see y'all down the road. And I believe we have new music. Shouts out to Nina Ross, 2319 is her group. Shouts out to O.P. And shouts out to Tony White. He's got new music on Spotify. Thank y'all so much for sending me the music and stuff. Tonight, offtopradio.com. That is offtopradio.com. We're also streaming on offtoprecords.net. That is offtoprecords.net. And remember, if you have any music, I got to shout out to Big Boss. He has some new stuff coming out. Robert West. He has some new stuff coming out. But anyway, send me your music, sky.black@gmail.com. That is sky.black@gmail.com. And Damo, we're going to have a great show.
Yep, and we are always looking for videos. So if you got a music video,
talk to you, Jeff.
Either the Sky or to me. So right now, I want to go into. I am broadcasting off of Bigo, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And Sky, what are the platforms that you are connected to?
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
All right, so if you guys are watching us from any of those platforms, you can do us a huge favor. If you can share the live, we will greatly appreciate it. We got so much to cover today. It's just so much going on right now. One of the things that we're not going to be talking about, but it is something that should be on everybody's radar because this will be different if it actually goes through. Sky, did you hear that the Chicago Bears potentially could be moving to Indiana?
Well, I mean, the New York Jets.
And it is, the New York Jets. Like that's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. But the New York Jets and Giants, they play in New Jersey, right? Kansas City Chiefs, they don't play in Kansas City, Missouri. Huh?
Yeah, I know Hammond is about 30, 40 minutes south of Chicago. So it's not too much of a drive. It's just going to feel odd because the Bears been with Chicago for what? Has it been over 100 years?
Yeah, since the inception, yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. But I mean, you think about the LA Rams and the LA Chargers, they don't play in Los Angeles. So, I mean, and so you think of the Golden State Warriors, there's no such thing as so just because your team is one thing, as long as it has that moniker, to me, it shouldn't matter where they play because, as we can tell, nobody keeps up where they play anyway. Dallas Cowboys do not play in Dallas, in the county, but they play in Arlington. So that's why it has an uproar about the team moving to another city or state when most of these teams don't play with their name. That's why when the Titans came here, they didn't want to name it the Nashville Titans, the Memphis Titans, the Knoxville Titans. They wanted to call them the Tennessee Titans, so that way, no matter where they sat in Tennessee, they would still be the Tennessee Titans. So I don't care what the uproar is about the Chicago Bears moving to a better stadium, even if it is across state lines, you're still the Chicago Bears. They're not asking y'all to change the name.
The people that are fans of that team are going to follow that team.
Right. And there's Chicago Bear fans in Indiana, right? There's Chicago Bear fans in Indiana that's going to come now. Because what they were saying was this stadium is terrible. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I'm just saying. And the city and the government of Indiana, is it Gary, Indiana they moving to? Where they moving to? They
mismanaging money.
No, I'm saying where they moving to? Gary, Indiana?
Hammond, yeah. Hammond, Indiana.
If they're going to give y'all a better building and a safer environment to watch the Bears, it's gonna be all right. They ain't asking y'all to change it to the Indiana Bears. It's gonna be okay. What's up, Malfunction? Thank you, Jeff. 100 years, yeah. They've been there about 100 years.
Indiana Bears, ooh, that would be horrible.
yeah, true. But congratulations to the organization. But just back to political things, right, Damo? You're always saying that the leaders of Chicago is mismanaging money and don't know what they're doing. Because you know me, I'm no political line. So whether it's Democrat or Republicans, those leaders don't know what they're doing. And if they can't help the Bears or the Cubs or the White Sox, right? They're going to go elsewhere. I mean, it's business. It's not personal. It's just business. Yeah.
Yep. I will feel bad. I ain't gonna say I feel bad for him because I don't. But imagine being the mayor and the governor during the time that this actually happened. I mean, man, you're going to be remembered for that. No matter how much good or bad or whatever else bad you do, you're going to be remembered as the mayor and the governor that ran the Chicago Bears out of Chicago. And that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. That's what happens when you mismanage money, man, and you don't do with the and we're going to talk about that, man. There's a lot of mismanagement of money going around. So the first story I'm going to talk about, I don't know if y'all paying attention, but they are protesting in New York over this new mayor. This new mayor came in and promised them cheaper groceries, that they was going to have this government-run grocery store that, had cheaper groceries. Bus fare was going to be free, And let me show y'all what this dude talking about right now. So we're going to get into this, man. This was the funniest thing. It ain't funny, but it is funny. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, this is a case of you judge people by what they do and not by what they say. What they say is one thing, but what they do is something totally different. And so without further ado, here's the Mandami.
Question affordability in this city. Living here is top of everyone's mind. It has gotten obscenely expensive to live here, to do anything here. So you're proposing free grocery stores, free buses, $30 minimum wage, all of which sounds incredible.
Cheaper groceries, not free groceries.
Excuse me, cheaper groceries. But what people want to know is, great, I would love all those things.
Yeah,
how do you pay for it? Who's going to end up footing the bill for those programs?
So I'll answer that question by first explaining some of the endorsements that Andrew Cuomo has received. Elon Musk's endorsement is one of the most expensive endorsements that Andrew Cuomo has ever gotten, because it cost him and the state of New York $959 million in tax breaks that he gave Elon Musk years ago when he was the governor of the state. That's actually more money than it would cost to make every bus free in New York City. So I've said clearly that I believe we should tax the top 1%, an additional 2%, that's New Yorkers making $1 million or more a year, and have the most profitable corporations pay the same tax rate they do at the top tier in New Jersey, what they would actually pay here in New York. These things together would pay for the entirety of our economic agenda and start to Trump-proof our city. Because as you've said, the endorsements that Andrew Cuomo has got, and this morning he started it by going on Fox and Friends, we're talking about Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and Stephen Miller. These are the architects in many ways of the crisis of authoritarianism that New Yorkers are facing. And Andrew Cuomo is so unwilling to tax Donald Trump's billionaire donors because he knows those are the same ones whose checks that he's busy cashing trying to get
is a property tax increase. This would effectively be a tax on working and middle-class New Yorkers who have a median income of $122,000. The second path also requires us to raid our reserves. It would mean withdrawing $980 million from our city's rainy day fund in fiscal year 2026 and $229 million from the Retiree Health Benefit Trust in fiscal year 2027. These are steps that have been taken before, but only in moments of extraordinary external crisis. Mayor Bloomberg's response to the 2008 financial collapse, and Mayor de Blasio's response to the enormous revenue shortfall caused by the pandemic. We do not want to have to turn to such drastic measures to balance our budget.
So let me get this straight, because I saw that video, the second one, I saw the entirety of it. So the first video is either tax the rich, go up from 1% to 2%, take them back up to the 35% tax bracket that the IRS for the federalism. Option 2 is to tax middle class, raise it up to 9.5%. Or option 3 is to go into the reserves and the retirement of the people who's paid taxes into it, right? First of all, if those are my 3 options, who they right now would even want to run for mayor? That's crazy. That makes no sense. No matter which option you pick, you're going to have somebody, at least 2/3 pissed off. You have 3 options. You pick 1/3. You're gonna have the other 2/3 pissed off, right? I don't know what he should do, because I've never ran for politics and I never want to sit on here and sit on my butt and talk about something I don't know. I've never been a mayor. I've never been an alderman. But my thing is this, and this is not from a political party. I've never understood taxes to begin with, because at one point in time we didn't have them. In the 1800s, the central government, what they call it, the federal government, produced their own goods and products and tariffs to fund the government by itself. You have to research on why they did the income tax and all that other stuff. It's whole different. I don't care if you're rich or poor, raising taxes on anybody is absurd. I know they say it's a necessary evil like insurance, but to me, it's absurd. I'm a millionaire who took 20 years to get to $1 million, and I'm already paying you $300,000. This is just federal taxes. For every million that I get to Uncle Sam, then I got to pay the county and the city and all this other stuff. But I still got to get up and work 67 hours a week, just like the garbage man does down the street. And he gets a tax break because he's in the middle class, right? But you gonna keep jumping up on me because I'm rich, and vice versa. The middle class is like, well, darn, we poor. You keep upping taxes on us. Why you ain't keep upping taxes on the rich? So the point I'm trying to make, Damo, there is a no-win situation when you in situations like this. But what you said many, many generations ago, people were mismanaging money. They were just kicking the can down. Whoever becomes next mayor, they're the ones that's going to hold the can that have been kicked down the street for the last 50 to 100 years.
Here's what's really bad about this whole thing, right? He promised these people free. Now, these adults, because most of these voters, they're adults. There is nothing free. If you're getting something free, that means somebody is paying for it. Okay? Now, people get hyped and riled up over this tax the rich, tax the rich. Somebody said something, and it made a lot of sense to me, and I was like, damn, I didn't even realize that. Rich people own nothing. All of their resources is tied up into something else. They don't really own anything. Okay? So when they talk about they're going to go ahead and tax the rich, you know what rich people do? They take their resources and they go somewhere where the taxes is favorable in their favor. That means guess who's left holding the bag? The poor people. All of them that voted to get him in the office, their home taxes is going to go up 10%, whether they like it or not. And there's nothing they can do about it. This is why it's important to educate yourself. People will run when it's the president. They will run to the polls to vote for the president. But Sky, you said this a long time ago. The most politicians are your local politicians. They're the ones that affect you the most. And here's Exhibit A. The buses that they said was going to be free, y'all heard this dude talking about, yeah, they can make the buses free. Well, guess what happened? The bus fare went up another $1. That grocery store that they say is going to be government issue, it didn't even last 2 or 3 days. There is no more government store. All this stuff that they promised y'all, now you're paying. Now they done made life a little bit harder for you. So I advise y'all to start doing research on the people y'all gonna vote for, because this is what can happen. It happened to them in Chicago. We was talking about how some people's property taxes, one dude's went up like 230%. Y'all better be careful and pay attention and listen to and watch the people that you so-called won't vote for, because they making y'all all these promises that they can't keep. This dude had all these ideas, and when he finally did get in the office, he seen that the budget was nowhere even close to what he thought it was. And people told y'all that was the case, and people didn't listen. And so here we go.
Right. But you know, Damo, that's just the hell we live in, right? Go back to the 1980s, and thank you, Jeff, for letting us know that the income tax is supposed to be temporary. Just like taxes on driver license, that was only supposed to be commercial use. Private use, like me and you, we're not supposed to be taxed, have tax. But again, that's a different story. It's the hell they're living. So back in the 80s, when they wanted to do the Reagan economics, right? You know, if we cut taxes on the rich, they'll take their money, invest it in other things, and give people jobs. That's if they wanted to. So I could be a billionaire. You give me tax cut, yeah, I might want to invest, but then I might want to keep it. So if I keep the money and the tax cuts, it's not helping the economy, correct? So you now, if you like you say, if you tax the rich too much, then they definitely ain't gonna want to spend and invest and create because you're taxing too much. So again, it's a double-edged sword when you are a mayor, a governor, a state senator, a state representative. Like, what do you do? Whose pockets do you line? You know that I scratch your back, you scratch my back, to at least get the majority of the people happy. Because nobody's going to be, 100% of the people won't be happy, Damo, whatever choice they make.
Well, you know what? Right now, man, we going through, this is like strange times. Did you hear with the tariffs? They voted against Trump's tariffs, right? Now a lot of people was like, yeah, good, right, because it was harming my business, right? But a lot of these companies, they outsource the jobs overseas for cheaper labor. That's what they do. So they give these jobs to people in Indonesia and these poor countries where the currency is like peanuts compared to what it is over here. How does that help the American folks? It don't. Right. Yes, you may be able to buy products for cheaper, but you're buying trash. Look at Walmart. People buy TVs every year at Walmart because the TVs are junk. And they make it like we getting deals. We getting junk. The floor models that we used to have a long time ago, we would have those for decades almost, a decade and a half. Fast forward now, it seems like we're replacing these TVs every 3-4 years. So, man, the trade is not in favor of us. As far as us buying, yes. But as far as us making money, no. Because, man, they taking these good jobs. They don't want to pay us. They say, oh, with this, go ahead and put this company in Mexico or, in this country. And the labor over there is cheaper. But we'll send it back to America. So it's a double-edged sword, like you said.
Yeah, it is, because for me, if we go back to the old days and they didn't tax the American people, right? I would be like, oh yeah, Trump want to charge 40% tariffs because this is how the federal government is funding itself. But when you're trying to do tariffs and taxes on food, clothes, gas, breathe, then that's what I'm saying. You can't have it all. Either you tariffs to give the American people some relief, or you lower the tariffs and now the American people have to foot the bill. But here's the irony of what we're talking about, Damo. Back in the day, that was a secret, right? A lot of ignorant people in America, and and this is not a disrespectful word. Ignorant just means you don't know. You don't know because you don't care to research, right? So a lot of people that's always bitching and moaning don't want to get up off their butt and go to the library and see how e-commerce and capitalism works. That's one. Two, these same people that's bitching and moaning, they're like us. You know we can do the same thing now. Do you know that local entrepreneurs can go online and hire Vietnamese and Korean people for $4 an hour? Like literally virtual assistants. Now, Walmart can build a building in Vietnam and hire them physically. But if you are an entrepreneur, let's say less than 3 people staff, and you need somebody to do something for you for cheap, you can literally go online and hire a virtual or a Vietnamese Korean secretary to do all your work that you don't want to do for $4 an hour. So when I hear people bitching and moaning, well, they got this and they're using cheap labor. Now they're doing it just now. They've been doing it since the 1960s. And because of social media and what me and you are on right now, the internet, then you able to do it. The double-edged sword, you got hypocrites.
Yep. And unfortunately, some people gonna thrive, some people gonna pay, but that's how the story goes,
That's the world we live in, right? Yeah.
That's the world we live in. And I'll tell you something else that's new, shocked me. So this teacher held this pizza party. Now, Sky, you had pizza parties when you was in school also, right? But what this teacher did is very unique. And I cracked up when I seen it. I said, man, this ain't like it used to be, man. This stuff is
Right.
not the way it used to be. This teacher went out, got all these pizzas, right? Now, he told the kids that the pizza was going to be free, and he wasn't lying, because what he meant by free was you're going to get one free slice, and you're going to get one of these cheap sodas. You know the big K sodas that belong to the Aldi's, or even the Kroger's? Well, you get one of them cans of soda. But if you want additional slices of pizza, guess what's going to happen? You got to pay $2 for that extra slice. So this cat made money at the same time.
You cutting the line. You ain't
this
getting
free
you
pizza.
cutting the line. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, as promised, told y'all I got y'all a piece for y'all. So I have a variety of different options. I got cheese. I got 8 boxes of cheese. So bacon and pepperoni was like equally voted. So I got 4 boxes of each. I got 8 boxes of pepperoni, then I got 4 boxes of sausage. Now, the first slice is free. Comes with a drink, right? I got the knockoff, you know, Sprite and all that other good stuff. First slice is free. The second slice is gonna run you. Any additional slice is gonna run you $2. The cash out is back there. No refund. Look at that. Hey, why is jumping like a crack house over here? I was already gonna take on the day. Bro. Hey. Oh yeah, boy. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are not my student, you might as well go on, leave the line, because my students are prioritized first. So if you are not my student, you gotta wait till anything's left. If you cutting the line, you ain't getting you cutting the line. One of them students that be skipping my class. Turn around, you ain't getting nothing from me. I got nothing for you. Girl, bye, you at the end of the line. You jump all these people. No, I didn't. You don't need money. Hey, I see y'all cash shopping. Hold on. Wait till everybody get done before you start cash shopping. And don't send me no $20 that you finna get all the pieces. Just hold on to the end. At the moment, I'm out of paper plates. But I can give you a paper towel. It's a little ghetto, but I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all don't care, right? He said, I eat with my hands.
I want this slice right here.
Girl, look.
No, that slice is too tiny.
I can't stand people, black folks, for free. All my students get a slice, yeah. All right, now I can start making my money. If you are getting a extra drink, the drink is $1. The pizza is $2. So if you want a drink and a, whatchamacallit, send me $3. You see proof of payment. So if your internet ain't working, you better make it work.
I've done
nice
that
doing
already.
business with you, man. Peace out. Bro. Brother bought a whole box. That's what I like to see right there. He's spending big money.
Can we get her?
You need to get like him. Spend some big money.
She's my
Money, and I like it. I used to. Hell no. Ain't nothing in this life for free. My vegetables, extra cheese and broccoli. Everybody else buying some pizza? Y'all know y'all want to. Alright, well you can't get nothing in this life for $1. Come with $2 though. Come with another $1 and I got you. You can get a drink for $1. $2 bill, ladies and gentlemen.
That goes for 1, 2, 3.
Don't you love my vegetables, extra cheese and broccoli? Don't young lady like to kick like karate. Don't I be with Jay Money?
1 minute intermission.
Yeah, this is a teacher.
right.
That's a teacher. You know what? I swear I done got into the wrong profession. I done got into, man, that is a hustle. That is a hustle, man. I can't knock them.
Damon. Go ahead. Oh, he's froze. I don't even know where to start. There's good in this and there's bad in this. First of all, as a teacher, I don't know what high school he's at, right? For teachers, there's somewhat of a dress code. I mean, you don't have to come, dapper Don, but you can't come teaching with unless it's just Friday casual. You ain't supposed to dress like that. 2, I get it. You doing the pizzas and you're teaching these people at a young age life, how to save money, how to do this. I love that. I wish they taught me that in school at a young age. The only issue that I had, if you're going to make a presentation about life, what you call supply and demand, come dressed like you, Damo. Do that. Let them know, okay, this is gonna be a business. You're gonna, because that's what they're gonna do. Me and you, we've been on this earth for a while. They give us something for free. Have you ever just walked in Walmart and Kroger's and they gave you something for free? Because they want you to come back and buy something. Have you ever been in the mall and walk past the little Chinese places and they give you the little chicken for free? Because they want you to come back. I get it. He's teaching them life. That is excellent. It's just be more presentable, because when they go out into the world, they're not going to look like you. They ain't going to have a Washington Redskin shirt and sweats and dreads in their hair. He should have presented it more like a business, and I would have been like, I love it. I love what you're doing. But the way you're talking to the kids as if you in the hood, and then you flash it. Are you a rapper? Are you a teacher? Are you a businessman? The only issue I have was just the presentation. What he did, excellent. Let these kids know at this age, if it was middle school or elementary, you know, they expect everything to be free. First slice free, second slice free, cold drinks free, because these are just babies, they're kids. When you in high school, teach them, when you get out in this world, you are going to expect, you might get something for free, but it's going to cost you in the end. You get 2 slices of pizza for $2, you go get thirsty. So here's the cold drink. Again, to me, it was just the presentation of how he was dressed and talking. But other than that, I don't have an issue with it. Unless the school board or the principal had an issue with it, which I doubt, or they wouldn't let him do it. But other than that, yeah.
I would have had more respect if this was at a company than at a school with children. All right?
Yeah,
because most of the children, you know, they come from homes that there's kids there that probably don't eat. The only meal that they'll ever get is what they eat at school. Okay? So for you to be sitting up in front of these kids flashing money, I got an issue with it. Also, to be
I said I didn't like that part. Absolutely.
To be charging these kids money at all, I got an issue with it. If you were at a 9-to-5 job and you brought in pizza, you say, hey, I have to give everybody a slice, but if y'all want anything extra, I'm charging this amount, I'm fine with that, because you are amongst adults. But to throw food in front of kids that may not even eat at home, I got a big time problem with. The other thing I got a big time problem with, and Sky, I talked about this, that dude looked way too young to be amongst high school kids. Y'all wonder why these adults sleeping with these kids? Look at the age gap. This dude is dreaded out. You know what I'm saying? He got on street clothes. What happened to the tie and even the suit jacket? A polo shirt. Some slacks. Some kind of professionalism.
Yeah.
Man, you know it's so bad out here, right? I'm going to tell you, Sky, it's so bad. When a lot of us do dress up, they call us pimps. When I dressed up, right? If you took a white guy and put him in the outfit that I had, if he was professional, he wouldn't care. Well, actually, he probably would. Let me take that back. Because there's a stigma on us that when we dress up, especially in specific styles, that, oh, what's up, pimp? It's not even respected to see us even dressed up. And so, I don't know what to say.
Well, we have nobody to blame but the people before us, right?
Huh?
We don't have nobody to blame but the people before us, right? Because the people in the streets, when they were really pimps, that's how they dressed. When I grew up and started watching Dolomite and all these old people, how they dress. So now in 2020, so when they see a respectable black like you, all they know is what they see. So what's up, pimp? It's not our fault. It's the people before us is like, okay, we could have done this and made a better image. So by, even though they're gonna live to see 2026, but by 2026, we're more respectable.
But here's the double standard, Sky. Here's the double standard. When those Italians was in suits, right? Regular suits, and they was gangsters. Well, that existed,
Mm-hmm.
but they never looked at all white folks because Italians.
Yeah,
White.
and they were.
They didn't look at all white folks as gangsters, though, do they? So why is it that we had an era of that, and it stuck, but then when they had their era of their dress code, it didn't stick? I think that's more on us accepting that kind of thing. No, man, don't disrespect.
I was
I
watching.
have to tell people all the time, man, don't disrespect me. Because, man,
I was watching
you
a
know,
TV
if I see a
show
white dude
about,
in any kind of dress, anything, I don't call him a gangster, even though that's how gangsters used to dress.
Mm-hmm. Right. I was watching a TV show called Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. I don't know if you've seen it or not on Paramount. And episode 1, season 1, he got in the car with a cab driver, and the cab driver was a young black man. You know what he kept calling him? OG, gangster. And Sylvester Stallone, like, you call me gangster again, I'm gonna snap your neck, because I'm still a small part of people. Just like you, like black people don't want to be called pimps when they dress up. It's still a small part of white and other people that don't want to be called gangsters when they dress up. But if that's how we see, that's how Al Capone and them dress, with color, and you dress like that, they gonna say, "What up, gangster?" And what's all we saw was black pimps dress like that, and you dress up like what we see on TV, then they're gonna say, "Hey, what's up, pimp?" So either way it goes, it's just a stereotype. I don't know who's gonna break that stereotype, but it's just a stereotype that's going from generation to generation.
Right, Sky. You're absolutely right, and that's how they dumb us down. They have dumbed down the American society. Well, you know, we need to take our eyes off of TV and put them more into books. Take them out of these cell phones and put them more into books. Actually, go get some literature and read. You know, we allow other people to control the way we think and view things. And that, to me, is ignorant in itself.
And that's crazy, because the people that don't want to take the time to read books and educate themselves, them are the main ones you see on social media bitching and moaning about everything.
You're right.
Because most successful people, they take an hour out their day to read a book. They take an hour out their day to read a book. They take an hour out their day to go meet somebody new. They take an hour out their day to go network. They take an hour out their day to learn something. Not the whole 24 hours, just a small part of the day to better themselves. But most people that we see, I don't care what the color is, those are the ones that don't want to learn nothing. So when Trump is saying, well, I'm going to raise tariffs to 10, 15%, oh, he can't do that. First of all, you can't even spell tariff. 2, you don't even know what a tariff is. And 3, you don't have a clue on why him or any other president is doing. You just upset because you hear the word tariff and 40%. Like, you ain't never ran a business, so you don't know what tariffs is going to help you or not. So that's what I'm saying. That's why you can't just listen to everybody.
You're absolutely right, Sky. Sky, you're right, man.
Yeah. So just try to live and learn.
I'm gonna move on to this. Sky, I don't know if you're saying this. All right, I'm still here. I don't know if you're saying this. We lost connection for a minute. I don't know if this.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you.
Listen to what he's saying.
I'm no better than you. You know, I'm a 960 SAT guy. And, you know, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, you know, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech.
Come on.
Maybe the wrong business to be in. You know, my dyslexia, I haven't overcome dyslexia. I'm living with it. You know, I was the guy in the back of the classroom and my head down, just praying the teacher didn't call on me. I went through, I mean, I think I lost count of how many schools I had to go to. And, you know, I'll never ever forget. My mom's choice was never to label me. She just had to struggle with me.
That's right.
Here's, I think, I wanted to show this clip, right? And I'm going to play this over again. Usually I don't play these clips over again, but I want y'all to listen to what this dude said at the beginning of all this. Take it, hold it, and then listen to the rest of what he's saying.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy.
So we gonna hold that. I'm like you. Okay, then. So are you saying that we're dumb? I'm a 960 SAT guy. I can't read. So what are you doing? Calling black people dummies when you say you just like us? That went over all their heads. I don't even think they were comprehending what this dude was saying. And I wanted to save this, man. I wanted to show y'all, because, go ahead, Sky.
No. Go ahead, finish. I'm listening.
No, I was like, these are the same people that call people on the other side coons and sellouts and all this and that, right? And they sit up and listen to this dude and insult them to their face. Because if you tell me I'm just like you, I go out the house and I stink, I only had one meal every 3 days. How do you know that that's me? What do you mean you just like me? How do you know that that's my background? That's an insult itself. Man, y'all better start listening to some of these folks when they insulting y'all and y'all laughing with them. Y'all laughing with these folks. Please read and understand when you're being insulted. When you know that somebody is disrespecting you to your face. Because for all the slack and all the criticism that Trump get, for this dude to be able to sit in Georgia in front of a mixture of people, but mostly black people, and say something like this, and them not be insulted, is embarrassing. Now, that's my take on it. Just because that's my take on it, Sky may have a totally different take on it. But I'm just telling y'all, man, when I seen this, man, I was pissed off. But Sky, I'm going to go ahead and hand it to you, man.
No, I'm gonna say, Damo, you have a right to your feelings and opinion. Shouts out to Faith for joining us. It says it depends on your interpretation if you are easily offended. Damo just said, Faith, there's a mixture of people in the room. So there will be people that's offended. There will be people, it will go over their heads, and then there will be people who will have different interpretations. I don't even want to just talk about this situation. I just want to talk about life. I'm just glad to hear somebody who has more money than me, more success than me, right? No matter what color he was, say, hey, I am no better than you. Because I say that to people all the time. I don't care how many belts I have, how many chains I got on, what I'm doing. I got to die just like everybody else got to die. I came into this world the same way everybody else came into this world. You know what I'm saying? So I am no better and nobody's no better than me. What I hate is when somebody feels like because they're taller, smaller, smarter SAT guy, that they feel like that they're better than you. Well, how are you better than me? You put your pants on one leg at a time like everybody else. So for those who interpret it like Damo, I apologize for y'all, because I don't know if he was trying to be mean, disrespectful. I was just glad to see me, whether he was white or black, to say, hey, people up here, the rich, the Jeff Bezos and all these people, they are still no better than you. A winner is just a loser that tried one more time. I'm going to tell y'all that. A winner is just a loser that tried one more time. So if he was being disrespectful and trying to say, I'm like y'all, black people, what y'all struggles is, you have the right to feel that way. And for those who just didn't care and laugh, they had the right to feel that way. And for me, how I interpret it, and I could be wrong, Damo, you could be right. He could have been disrespectful. I just felt like, Jesus, I just needed somebody to feel the same way I do, because we all in the same boat, whether you a Trump fan or you not. We all in the same boat. We all got to live on this earth together. We all got to get along. And so whether you a SAT guy, a rich guy, a poor guy, a homeless guy, at the end of the day, we all got to go in that grave. So that's kind of how I took it, Damo.
Yeah, I think the part that, you know, when these politicians do stuff like this, I call it pandering.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you
Mm-hmm.
are as stupid as the rest of us, because that's basically what you're saying. I can't
Mm-hmm.
read. I'm just like you. I can't read. Then explain to me how you're worth all these millions. And you are the governor of California, and you got 60 blocks of homeless people. Some of them people are working 2 jobs, and they're still homeless. You are not all of us, because most of us got higher educations than you, and yet you're this a billionaire. It's an insult. And it'd be different if Einstein was to go up there, somebody with a bright mind, and say, you know what? I am just like you. You know what I'm saying? Just like I invented this, you guys are great inventors. That's one thing. But to go up there and say, you know, and name, you know, you're dyslexic, you know, a 960 SAT score. Why can't it be somebody that got a higher score to say, you know what, I'm just like you? Why does it have to be I can't read? Well, I got four. I'm just like you. Why does it always have to be set low when it comes to people of color? Black, Hispanic, poor white, y'all people of color too. Different color. But we all in the same boat.
But you know what, though? Here's what I think. And again, if you don't believe in God, sorry if I use the God term. I think God has a gift for everybody. So his gift was the SAT, and his gift was the gift of gab and networking. You know, like you said, there's probably a lot of black people in that crowd listening to him that's way smarter, who could be a better governor, who could balance the budget, right? But he learned how to play the game. That was his specialty. He learned how to network. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. So somebody who has a 960 SAT but is overly dyslexic, right? I don't even know what dyslexia is. I've never had it. But he's overly, if there was a spectrum, he's overly dyslexic. Is this his second term governor, right? This is his second time being governor?
He's been governor for a while. It may be definitely his second, maybe even third. But he's been governor for almost a decade.
Right. So for him to be in that position, he's smarter than me or better than me in that. And I will give him that, because me as an introvert, I'm not getting in rooms with people networking and politicking to be governor. You know what I'm saying? I can get in rooms with people in politics to be a wrestling champion. He can't. You know what I'm saying? So I just think everybody just has different gifts, and depending on how they use those gifts. For some Californians, if I'm saying it right, they don't like it. Like you said, 60 blocks of homeless people. But some of the people that are rich in California, like, oh, yeah, he's the smartest man in the room. But I'm glad whether you like him or you hate him. Yeah, I'm glad whether you like him or don't, or you like Trump or don't, is what we all are the same. We all have skin and eyes, nose, ears. We bleed, we cry. We are still the same. It's just how do you treat people, whether they like you or dislike you.
You are absolutely right. Well, Gavin Newsom, I definitely.
But again, Damo, the way you feel is well represented.
I definitely don't like Gavin Newsom. I don't like it when people, you know, man, insult. Because I know some of us, man, got advantages. The other ones don't, especially in all communities. Mm-hmm. All colors, all creeds, all communities, right? Yeah. But I just don't like somebody kissing ass. And if you're going to kiss ass, don't insult me. If you're going to try to make it like you just like me, pick an apple from the higher part of the tree. Don't pick something that low fruit hanging. Don't say, yeah, man, I got a third grade education just like you. I'm just like you. I'm just as smart as you. Come on now, man. You know what I'm saying? And so
we're going back to our previous conversations, Damo.
It's trending on the internet right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's different opinions when it comes to it.
Yeah. Well, Damo, what you said, you know, everybody that feels like Damo, they have the right to feel and express, right? But I'm just trying to figure out, even if Gavin Newsom said that, whose fault? because Gavin Newsom is just like us. He was a child just like us, right? So this low-hanging fruit, I saw black people passing on this low-hanging fruit, and him as a white man saw people passing on this low-hanging fruit. He might be a little bit older than us, but I'm just saying in the same era. So when he says that, great example, I don't know if you're going to talk about this, the guy with the Tourette that used the N-word while Michael B. Jordan and the other guy was on stage. Did you hear about that? Okay. If all this guy with Tourette has ever heard black people call each other the N-word, I'm not upset that with Tourette he said the N-word. Because if black people weren't calling other black people N-words, right, he would have never even thought about calling no black person the N-word or a monkey.
You know what? I have that same take. I believe that same thing, Sky. Because I think we are too soft and we get insulted too easily, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, I think we don't have thick skin the way that we used to. Look at all the shows we used to watch in the 80s. That stuff had racial overtones all over the place. The Jeffersons, all of them shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think people get too offended too easily, right? And I think that it's just like the whole last week, the whole monkey thing. You know, people was offended when the Obamas were depicted as monkeys, but Joe Biden was also depicted as a monkey in the same video, and he was actually eating a banana. So people pick and choose what they're offended by. You know what I'm saying? But I think this whole situation, where it really, bothers me is these same people that was laughing at this dude saying this are the same people that turn around and tell other people they sell out coons, bootlickers, and all these other terms. And that's why I take offense to. Because it's like this dude literally sat here and insulted you into your face softly, and you laughed, clap like seals. And then to turn around and tell me I'm a coon because I got a different view than you got.
Yeah.
And so that was the only point, that was getting at with that.
And I was just wondering who has the most blame. Black folks for if you degrade each other, then don't get mad when another race degrades you. That's like somebody that's living in another country and all they watch is black shows and YouTube, and we're degrading each other. Then they come over here and say, "What's up, Mike?" And then you ready to fight. Well, that's all they know. So if this man is sitting here and if the majority of y'all feel like he's degrading you by what he said, this is what he knows. No, I don't know what neighborhood he's went into where he saw something different, or what TV show has he watched where he saw something different. But if everything he watched, he's always seen people of power look down on black people and say, "I'm just like you," then that's what he's doing. And most people know this ain't coming off the dome. He has writers. He has a staff who researched this stuff, and this is just what he's seen. So somebody researched this and say, "This is a good thing to say, Mr. Gavin Newsom. You look down at that black man and say, 'I'm just like you.'" So whose fault is that? His or black people for carrying that stereotype for many generations?
It's ours. And I'm gonna give you a clear example of that. Because like I just said, we always talk about racism, but we use racial slurs against each other. Because Sambo, Uncle Tom, which a lot of people is ignorant, they don't know Uncle Tom was actually a hero, first and foremost, right? But they still use it, and they try to use it as slang, right?
Right.
Bootlicker, sellout, there was an ICE agent that one of the protesters called him the N-word with the strong ER at the end of it. And nobody batted an eye because it was an ICE agent. But if it was just in any other situation and that happened, "Oh, you racist." So I guess it only is offensive depending on who is used on and what circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
So we move the needle. So it is our fault. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. But we can get better, can we not? From this day forward, can we not make changes so the next time a powerful white man looks at black folks, he ain't gonna say, "I'm just like you"? What do we need to do to make sure that rhetoric never happens again?
Rebuild homes. I think it's too late for our community. I think our community is so emotionally driven. It's ran by females. The majority of fathers, over half, aren't even in the home. So until the family court thing gets fixed, I don't think this stuff ever gonna change. Actually, I think people gonna get more used to. They actually have turned us into the racists.
Yeah.
They have. We are the racists now.
Mm.
To the point where we don't even believe that we can be racist.
Right, reverse racism. I was listening to a dude, Damo, who said he had 10 different kids by 10 different women. And they asked him, was he embarrassed? He said, no, I'm the type of guy that these women are looking for. I was like, well, damn. So that's why there won't be no fathers in the home, in my opinion, because most of the women, not most, some, that's the type of guy they want. They want the bad boy guy with the grill and the chain, and the tattoos, who's gonna come and get them pregnant and then go get another girl pregnant. They were never intended to get married. They never intended to settle down. That's just the guy they want, the guy who's just gonna come, lay his seed, and go somewhere else. I was like, we there now that young women are having babies at such a young age with men they're not married to. I can't talk. I did too. But I'm just saying it was different back in 97 when I started. Nowadays, shit, if you kiss a girl, it'll cost you $300,000. So pushing out a baby is a hell of a lot more. And this is what women want. They want a bunch of children without being married, without being settled down. And that's what the man said. I was like, well, that'll do it.
Yep. And so I think a lot of this isn't going to change. I actually think for our community, game been over. Game over. It's like, man, they don't even realize they're being replaced. Once liberals get back into power, they're going to rush all the illegals, they're going to rush them over. And you know what's going to happen? All the resources that struggling Americans supposed to get is just like a pie. A pie is a nice size when it's, 8 slices and 4 people. But when it's 8 slices and 42 people, how much of that is going to fill you up?
You look at the lick the pan.
There you go. So that's where we're headed. The game over.
Get the crumbs out.
So people going to have to get individually going to have to get their families in order. Game over. And I know people don't like to be saying that, but it's over.
Yeah. And it's sad. If it has come to that,
you're right.
It's sad.
You're right, man. It's absolutely sad. Speaking of, man, what's sad? Did y'all see in Mexico, the airport, the cartel has taken over?
What's new?
The cartel has taken over, literally. The airport.
They've been done that.
Without further ado, Sky, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute chaos in the Guadalajara, Mexico airport where there are gunmen shooting at people. This is absolute chaos due to the fact that El Mencho has been killed. That is right. The leader of the cartel was killed and Mexico has erupted in violence. All of the major airlines have canceled their flights. That's right. United, Southwest, Delta, Alaska, and Air Canada. And apparently the cartel is going to be going into people's homes and murdering them after 5 p.m. So within 6 hours, less than 6 hours from now, they will do that. Here they have 4 letters. Tesitan is the zone most heavy in Zapopan, I believe. If no later than 5 in the evening, I guess, they will begin entering these homes. And vehicles are being set to fire on the Mexico Puebla to prevent people from entering.
So, one of the leaders of the Mexican cartel was had his life taken. And so they basically going out door to door, taking people's lives. Went to the airport, they're shutting down roads, a whole bunch of stuff. So this is what's trying to get into the US of A. This is what they're trying to get into the country, man. And that's nuts.
Shit. I don't know where to start. For me, let's just start for me. This ain't new. This is just coming out to fruition. I've been knowing since I came into this world that the cartel ran. I've been knowing since I came into this world that the cartel has been running the Mexican government. Sometimes behind the scenes, sometimes they show their face just a little bit. But this is them showing it's two cartels going to war with each other because they know the Mexican government ain't strong enough to stop it. This is always people that have been trying to get me to get on the boat. You should go to Cancun. You should go to Cozumel, wherever it is in Mexico. And I keep telling, I'm not going to Mexico. I ain't going. I ain't drinking the water there neither. I would look at Mexico on this map. I would look at it on TV. Hell, if I get good enough, I'll take some crayons and I'll draw Mexico and pretend that I'm there. Because what y'all are seeing is what I've been knowing for 40-something years. It's sad that it took them to come out.
I'm going to tell you, Scott.
Yeah, shooting each other for y'all to realize, oh, we want to go on vacation in Mexico. Well, you go on down there. It's because the Americans that's in Mexico right now, they're the ones who get caught on the stuff I need to tell y'all, don't go to Mexico. Oh, well, we've been there 3 or 4 times and ain't nothing happening. Okay, you got lucky. What about them Americans sitting on that airplane trying to get back here? Because they didn't get lucky. So hopefully every American that wants to get on a boat or a car or go down to Mexico, you should be watching this and say, you know what? I think I'll go to North Carolina instead. I'll go to Florida. Hell, I'll even go to Cuba instead of Mexico.
Right.
Don't take your ass to Mexico. Thank you.
Man, here's my part, right? Here's the thing it's just wild to me. I mean, I know America's not perfect. But people disrespect it and they don't know. Like, they don't know about stuff like this in other countries. You know, where you got these terror networks that just literally run the country. They're more powerful than the police and the military.
That's right.
Actually, some of their police and military are run by these folks. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they don't understand like there's a benefit from being over here, but they don't know until they go over there and they're in a scenario like this, Sky. When the shit hits, when the roosters come to roost, you know, whatever that saying go, then it's too late. Then it's Mr. President, come bail us out. Come help us. People better start appreciating what we got over here and literally start fighting for it. Because could you ever see something like that taking place at one of our airports?
I mean, I can see it starting, but the American government would have shut it down real quickly. The Mexican government is going to be days and weeks. First of all, whoever the Mexican president is probably calling the cartel leaders, begging them to stop. Imagine the American president calling a Crips and Blood guy to stop gang violence. That's what's going on in Mexico.
Man, dude. I mean,
and I'm with you because there was a guy on the YouTube demo who said the same thing. He's like, y'all always want to talk bad about America. Go to some of these other countries. Go to North Korea. Go to Vietnam. Go to Mexico. Go to South America. And then you come back and tell us how bad the United States is. And I said, amen, you was absolutely correct. That's why I think twice before I travel. I love to travel. You know I love to travel. But in some places, you won't catch me dead unless I died here and they flew my body over there after I died. And Mexico was always one of them. Ain't nothing, even if Jesus Christ was walking down there, I am not going to Mexico at all. I don't even want to stand at the border and look over the line. Stay your ass out of Mexico.
Man, Sky, a lot of them don't want to be there. You know, they over here protesting right now. They're over here protesting right now, talking about how racist America is. Well, go back and fight that cartel then. Go fight that cartel. That's on your homeland. Go fight them. So, you know, you got your chest out like King Kong when you're over here, but when it comes over there, you cowards. Because you ain't going to go back and say, hey, man, this is our land. Y'all not getting away with this.
Mm-hmm.
You're over here fighting for what? I mean,
you ain't going to please everybody, but I just hope the majority of people will wake up and say, we are blessed where we're at. Like you said, we're not perfect because nobody's perfect, so no government is perfect.
Right.
But man, we ain't that, because that was bound to happen. It just took 50, 60 years to happen. But the cartel was knocking off folks, putting people in power behind the scenes, and y'all never knew it. Whatever happened between these two cartels, they said, F it. We coming out in public. So if you kill the head of one cartel, and you know it's more than just two cartels. So now you got other cartels like, oh, okay, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? If one kid steals a cookie and another kid steals a cookie, all the other kids are like, wow, we can steal this cookie. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah. Speaking of getting worse, this next story gets worse. I hope y'all stay in tune. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Let me show y'all.
See that, Mike?
Oh, you got that? Boy.
Well, that's the guy who runs the company I wanted from Sunday. Mike, you see that, Mike? Go ahead, Davo.
What's up, Mike? All right, man, y'all got to listen to this next story. This is bizarre, man. I told Sky right before we started this show, I saved this story for last. I was like, this is like bizarre. So without further ado, here we go.
A customer saw a Dunkin' employee being filmed by a camera as they were trimming their toenails at the food preparation table. The employee was sitting on the table where the utensils and food were being prepared. The food you want to eat is placed on that table. The location is behind the counter and the employee is still on duty. It is said that the incident occurred at a Dunkin' store in Crofton, Maryland. And what is even more disturbing is that the food is still being prepared and customers are still ordering normally. According to the description provided by the photographer, he was making everything bagels. The customer is considering whether to sue this store to claim compensation. There is no concealment or panic in the scene. The movements are smooth and natural, as if this wasn't the first time it happened. And the camera is right in front of us. Was this an act of personal behavior out of control, or was the store's management completely ineffective? For consumers, the problem is no longer just, is it disgusting or not? It's, can we still trust the hygiene standards promised by chain restaurants?
This is crazy. First off, if you didn't buy a bagel or a donut,
right? And you telling them, hey, I want some jam on this donut. And you talk about grape jam, but they give you toe jam.
Give you toe jam.
That's diabolical, man. Hey, your feet. And you know, I was like, this can't be real. I was like, no way this can be real. I worked with somebody at one of the Save Lots in Nashville this years ago, who was from Nigeria, and she was at the cash register, had her feet up, BS Sean Nut, had her feet up on the belt, cleaning her feet. And we was like, what the hell are you doing, ma'am? I am not rolling my banana down here to get no toe jam in it. You know, I don't know what you done walked through. I don't care if you was walking, go water. And Jesus cleaned your feet. Ma'am, you need to take your stuff off of this belt where I got my fruit and vegetables.
Right. I mean, the guy that's filming or the girl, if you ain't ate or bought anything, you ain't really no damn lawsuit. It'd be different if you bought it, ate it, and there was a toenail in it. Or if you bought it, ate it, and somebody sent you so you're not gonna win no lawsuit just filming it. Now they say it was management. I don't know if management knew or not. But I ain't never been to a job, right? I don't care where it is, fast food or warehouse. Well, 100% of the employees are professional. I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen drop stuff on pick it back up every single thing. So this is new to me. So I don't see mad at Dunkin' Donuts because hell, McDonald's or Wendy's, there's probably somebody doing, I don't know about, because there's somebody with bad hygiene or doing dead in their nose, and that unless you just quit eating out fast food, I'm sorry, so they just have to get caught on camera because they at the point where they don't give it, they don't care. Most people try to hide it in the dark. Like we was talking about the cartels.
Watch somebody do that, though, Scott.
Yeah. Like we was talking about the cartels.
It's not radical to watch somebody while you ordering your food, sitting back there, cleaning, man, they toes. Just sitting there. I mean, he was digging off of them toes. He was all up under that toenail. All up in between. Ain't no way, man. I would have dove behind the phone. If you work in the fast food and I see you doing that, I don't care how big or small you is. If I order some food and I see you doing that, that is worth me going to jail. I'm sorry, man. I'm jumping behind and I'm throwing lefts. I'm throwing rights, man. I'm fighting. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take it. We gonna get it ironed out that day. I'll be damned. Man,
it's sort of like the cartel, how they were hiding and they came out. The Dunkin' Donuts employees ain't hiding no more. They just telling you how they feel. That's all. That's it. They just tell you how they feel. They don't want to be there. They tired of y'all coming asking all these damn donuts and coffees.
Bathroom and put their feet on the sink and did it in the bathroom. Try to count.
This is what the old folks call showing your ass. When you show your ass, that means you don't care no more. You know how your ass is supposed to hide in your pants? When you pull your pants down and you show your ass, that means you don't care no more. These employees, like you said, that went in the bathroom and did it in the back or the break room, they are showing their ass, which means they don't give a damn anymore. So not only will you be beating up one person, you might be fighting the whole crew behind the counter.
Man, dude, I take that. I know I'm going to lose. But that's a fight that I'm going to take on.
Well, at least you'll be a martyr. You go to jail for a good cause.
It's going to be WWE.
You go to jail for a good cause.
Part 5 up in this piece. If you up there cleaning your toes, I see you scratch your ass or touch your nose and face. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, man. If you work fast food and you want a quick way to get me in the fight, well, that's the fastest way. You know what I'm saying? Because in the food industry, I show them people the most respect. You know why? Because they handling my food. I'm yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You know, man, I'm tipping them with because they handle my food. So if you do anything around my food that I deem disrespectful, a fight is going to occur. Ma'am, sir, if I see, you know what I'm saying? Like I seen a dude, matter of fact, I watched the video, Sky, where this chick took her hand, she put it down in her pants, scratching her butt, and then took it back up, didn't even change the glove, and proceeded, man. You hear me?
Man, I mean, and the sad part is, this goes on all the time. So you don't, and whatever fast food place you go to, that somebody go use the bathroom, don't wash their hands. Even though it says on the door, employees must wash their hands. Shit, they come right on out. They don't care. So I mean, sorry, we probably all in our life have tasted something on our food that we weren't supposed to taste. But we didn't know because it was mixed with mayonnaise, ketchup, pickles. So I'm just keeping y'all 100. So when they're like, oh, let's go out to eat, let's go to the Burger King. Well, you might be that one who catches that. You know what I'm saying? It's like buying a pack of batteries. There's always some good batteries in the pack.
You're right. You're right. And the thing about it, that's why I don't like to eat out as much as I used to. And it ain't just the fast food restaurants. It's the high-end restaurants too.
That's
and you
true
know,
too.
People be getting salmonella and all this other stuff, and they be thinking it be coming from these plants. No, a lot of that could be coming from y'all employees.
That's not taking them showers, not cleaning themselves, spitting and hocking and sneezing. And then those for the ones that we call honorary. The honorary ones are people who do spiteful things just because they can. There are still some people that are clean, wash their hands, and hell, they'll come in with the flu, but they don't have no symptoms. They'll come in with COVID, but they don't have no symptoms. So you got somebody with COVID and the flu around your food, but if they ain't showing no symptoms of having it, how do you know? So now you eating food where somebody has had the flu, a bacteria infection, or COVID, and you have no clue because they have no clue. So I'm just saying, it's just crazy.
You're right.
Hey, me too, Jim. I ain't like I needed it no damn way, but yeah, you're right. I'm with you. No more fast food for a while. and no disrespect to Mr. Cobb, but no more Dunkin' Donuts either.
Man, I remember that. It was in the
Dunkin' Donuts in the world. The
I never
corporation
ever
gonna have to
been
send out an
to
email
man.
to every Dunkin' Donuts in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man.
Krispy Kreme. I'm from Ohio. So in Ohio, we had Krispy Kreme, right? And there was somebody that one of the employees in the morning stood over their, they dough bowl and pissed in the bowl. It was on the dough. And that was the end of Krispy Kreme for me. So if you had that little tart donut, you said, well, that's why. Yeah,
So she didn't put it in the batter. They made the donut, and then you go home and be like, well, honey, do the sex tonight. For some reason, I just feel like to pee on me. Well, the reason you want your wife to pee on you now during sex is because you ate somebody else's pee, and that's how it all started. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just crazy. It is crazy out there. That's just the way we live in, man. Unless you handling your food 100% of the time, you growing that stuff in your backyard, killing the chickens, slaughtering the hogs, and bringing it through your back door to the table, you don't know what's going on. Because even the truck drivers are nasty. The manufacturing plants are nasty. Even where they slaughter them, because they have a slaughterhouse down in Shelbyville, Tennessee. I don't know if you know that. Hell, depending on how they slaughter and kill them damn things, they float with diseases and all type of stuff. So, I mean, it's just the world we live in, y'all. That's just it.
Well, Sky, I told you it was going to be a wild one today.
Oh, yeah, that was a wild right there. That was a wild one.
I got more for y'all next week. Yeah. Next week, we're going to talk about this story.
You know what? I think 2026.
No, go ahead, Sky.
I think this day is, Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I was gonna say, I think 2026 for us this year, come December, I'm going to name this the behavioral year, because what we're talking about is just human beings that are in a situation to where they're giving up on life. They're just giving up emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually. And when you see people do that in the open, when you see cartels just killing people, that man set a damn gas station fire. That is just the volcano. This is from 2020, 26, or 2008 to 2026. It finally exploded. This is going to be the emotional behavior year on the videos that Mr. Damo is going to put. You're going to see people do things that you didn't think people would do in public.
Well, next week, I'm just going to let y'all know. Make sure y'all show up next week, because I got a story where this girl took the life of her boyfriend because he didn't want to have sex with her. So she stabbed him and then told the authorities, well, I just meant to cut him a little bit. So imagine, usually, you know what I mean, you're trying to kill them, but then just to get killed because, you didn't? Man, that's diabolical. Imagine being up in heaven and then you show up and you're like, Jesus, how'd I get here? Well, man, she was trying to give you some, and you told her no, so that's how you ended up here. That's cold-blooded way to end up in heaven.
That is. You're right. Did you see the story about the man in I forgot what fast food he was at, but he was so depressed he killed himself. He took his head and stuck it in the grease in the fire. I mean, in the grease. He waited until it got really, really hot. And the employees are trying to pull him out, but he didn't want to come out. He stuck his head in the fry grease at 800 degrees or whatever it was and killed himself in front of it. It would be different if he killed himself before the store opened or when the store closed. That's why I'm saying behavioral year. You would never think you would go to work and somebody's so suicidal that you turn around and you see them literally take their head, take the fries out of the damn, stick their head in there until they kill themselves. Because by the time the ambulance got there, his shit was as black as his shirt that I'm wearing. He was a white guy, but his face looked like mine when they pulled him out of that damn grease. That's where the world is, y'all. People are committing suicide in damaged fry grease. And by the time they got to the hospital, he was dead. I'm pretty sure he was dead in the ambulance. But it's a nice story to say he died at the hospital. Shit, he probably looked like Skeletor by the time they pulled his ass up out of that damn grease. Yep.
Man, this year, these stories
It's just beginning.
This just the beginning. We only
Just
in
the beginning.
February.
We just in Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Yep, we just in Black History Month. I wonder what this month gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? We just in Black History Month.
Jesus.
I know,
still got a
man.
whole nother week. And it's the shortest month of the year.
It's the shortest month of the year. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? And don't forget, y'all, we got 2 more Friday the 13th. We got one in March and one in November. This ain't happened since 2015. We had 3 Friday the 13th. Yeah. Absolutely. In 2015, we had 3, and then in 2026, we're going to have 3. One in February, we're going to have one in March, we're going to have one in November. This is going to be an interesting year.
Oh, man. You have to take a deep breath when you hear stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Sky, man.
And hope it ain't your leg.
Yeah. Y'all just keep prayer for people, man. Because, man, this world losing its mind. I mean, it's been lost it, but this stuff is, they have turned up the value on crazy.
Yep. That's true.
Well, Sky, man, do you want to go ahead and plug in whatever before we go ahead and close it out?
Well, thank y'all, Jeff and Mike and Calvin and Faith and Malfunction for chiming in. Thank y'all, share, like, comment. We love to hear what y'all think. For allowing me to come on this ride. I am your new No Limit Pro heavyweight champion. Title number 4 for us. Not just me, but me, Damo, and everybody who support the Nashville Caveman. It's title number 4 for us. I'm the one getting beat up, but it's for us. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for that tonight. Don't forget the Queen, Nina Ross, 2319, O.P. Tony White, shouts out to him. He's doing music. Shouts out to King Cole and Dr. Carver. They're doing their things, man, up in Indiana and stuff, man. Shouts out to them. Tonight, D-Bling Radio, brought to you by Inhumane Championship Wrestling. I guess I'll be nice enough for y'all to turn around, and get the other damn title. I don't want Crusher to be mad at me and be like, how you gonna promote the show and not show the damn belt? So me and T-Dog, that's this one. That's this one, and then there's another one back here. Hey, these damn belts weigh as much as I do. Shit, they heavy. This Saturday. This Saturday, me and T-Dog will be at Huntington, Tennessee. I don't too much care for him. I was forced to tag up with him against Low Life. I've had my run-ins with Low Life Inc. before, so I gotta take care of them too. We also gonna have ODB down now. I don't know if you remember the wrestler ODB, Damo. Okay, you might not. So ODB, she'll be down there. She's doing a seminar, and then I think she's in action. So everybody come down there to see ODB. Come see us tonight. We got new music, offtopradio.com. That is offtopradio.com, and then we stream on offtoprecords.net. That is offtoprecords.net. And yeah, I guess about it. Don't forget to send your music, man. Send your music videos, because we play music videos on this show. So yeah, man. Shouts out to everybody.
I want to take.
Yes, it does, Jim. And trust me.
Also, thank you, Fran, Flocka, Hercules that came through. Kimmy, thank you, Kimmy. Kind Heart. Leona Fitness, thank you. Jennifer, thank you. And everybody else that tuned in on Vigo. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, Damo, how's the magazine and the fragrance going for you?
Well, the fragrance is going good. Actually sold a couple of the air fragrances yesterday. Somebody actually hit me on to how to create a wood fragrance that got a magnet that stick by the vent of your car that holds like a lot of people use the visor ones, and those air fragrances, they don't last long. But this wood one that somebody introduced me to, it lasts for over a month. So, and it's strong. So I'm actually going to be working on a new product. So it's going pretty good right now. As far as the magazine, I haven't heard an update quite yet on that. But until that releases, we're going to kind of put the sports show on hold until we release it. So.
Well, all right.
Yeah, our short story videos are doing great.
Good. I'm glad people are trending and listening. Absolutely. This is a really good show, and I'm glad to be a part of it, man. I really do. I enjoy Tuesdays. I enjoy this conversation. You know.
Dude, I couldn't have a better, partner for this show. I couldn't have picked anybody better. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a real team. We got things that go on in our life. So some weeks, we don't get to do it every single week. But man, when we do put on the show, it's very interesting. So
yes, absolutely.
We always got good topics.
That's true. That is true. So are you still going to do your sports show after the NFL? Your sports show going to be towards like NBA, hockey, and things like that? Or is it only NFL season? Huh?
Soon as the website up.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Because I'm one of them kind of cats where, I got to see the whole picture in its entirety. I can't see just bits and pieces and parts. I got to see it all come together. And so I need to see the foundation. The sports show was actually really good, but it needs a foundation. So I know this show can hold its weight on its own because we've been doing this for so long, and it just gets more and more people. They inbox me, hit me up, and be like, "Man, I really like what y'all got going on." So
people stop me that too. Yeah. Because even though people might not comment, they still watch. You know what I'm saying? So I have people who ain't never comment and tell me how much they watch the show and stuff. So yeah, it's good. It gives you something to do on a Tuesday, right before hump day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And so I just want to leave here and tell y'all, man, the only thing guaranteed in life is death. So only concern yourself with the things that you can control, the things that you can't. Put it in God's hands. And if you woke up on this half of the dirt, claim victory over the day, because a lot of people didn't. You know what I'm saying? So long as you wake up and you're on this half of the dirt, and when you go to sleep, you're on this half of the dirt, you won over the day. And that's the only thing that matters.
That's true.
So just wanted to leave here with that. I want to tell y'all, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Hope to see you guys next week. We love y'all, man. Peace. Me and Stein, we out. Till next Taco Tuesday.